To be a good ruler is not only about power, it's about tactics. Hundreds of tactics, diplomacy and wise choices. Relationships with others are worth more than gold. The greatest kingdoms were never built alone. They depend on teamwork, smart trade and fair taxes to become powerful. But here is the question, what is the true definition of power? One thing is certain. Practice is always different from theory. Our kingdom is different, for now. It's just one man and his troops, carving a bloody path to the crown of Calradia. It doesn't matter if I'm fighting one kingdom or the entire world. We need to capture more castles and towns to have a better chance of recruiting lords to our side. They all know that this newborn kingdom is the most dangerous threat to them. So they attack together all at once, but they still don't stand a chance against us. And it's not surprise to me, because Battania is the strongest kingdom in Bannerlord. First we decided to finish the wars with the Empire kingdoms before starting the real war with our nemesis, the Old Battania kingdom. That's where our true goal lies, the Battania lords. But before that we need to end the other wars, so we'll have a better chance against them. To make their decision easier, I'll take control of several their locations, to prove that you don't play games with the strongest kingdom. Our army has grown really huge during these wars, so now we can finally start using proper tactics in our battles. We also gathered a lot of influence points, which allows us to set the new policies in our kingdom. In my opinion, here's the list of the most important ones. They improve your army and bring a lot of profit to your towns and castles. With this setting, it is almost impossible for your town to rebel. The war with Empire is finally over, and now it's time to face Battania. By capturing several of their settlements, we'll increase our chances of convincing their lords to join us. It's simple math. A lord without proper land is no longer truly loyal to his ruler, so we just offer him a vision of the new Battania, give him some gold and welcome a new lord to our side. For most lords, the only thing that really matters is their pockets and how much dinars are inside. Honestly, a lot of people today still follow the same rule, but in my opinion it's better to be a little poorer but stay true to yourself than to be rich without having your own identity. I don't need a huge villa or a new Porsche to be happy, because I'm already happy with my life. I have good people around me, and those relationships mean much more than gold. Of course, money can help. For example, with money I could build my own studio, improve the quality of my YouTube videos, or buy better equipment to grow my channel faster. It's not a must-have, but let's be honest, if you invest money, the road to success becomes a lot shorter. The war is over, and now it's time to recover our troops and focus on diplomacy. I think it's the right moment to improve our relationship with the most dangerous kingdoms. For example, I don't want to fight against Landia or Kuzite right now, so I'm sending to them a runner with a message, offering a donation to their kingdom, because I like them and I want to be a friend. Of course not. It's just a small wall of defense to stop them for declaring war on us soon. With the others I don't really care. It's only a matter of time before I take their lands for myself. At the same time I need to donate some castles or towns to my lords. I want to show that I'm a fair ruler, and this is the best proof of it. Personally, I don't want to play with too many locations, because managing a huge amount of towns gets boring. One main city is enough for me. I also invited a few more lords to join my side, and now we've reached a very important moment for the future of our kingdom. It's time to look for a wife to start building a dynasty. Of course, she should come from Battania, so I'll be looking for a family with a daughter to marry. Yes, I know I probably choose the worst option with some negative perks, but what can I say? They are in love and you can't argue with that. We just need to believe that their children will grow into strong lords in the future. But you have to admit one thing, I choose the best outfit for this ceremony. Charlotte look like millionaires. Don't forget what Bannerlord is really about. Of course, not diplomacy, not happy marriages, but hundreds of battles, because nothing feels better than destroying our enemies. Unfortunately, I've built a good relationship with the ruler of Battania, even by mistake. So now I don't have any choice, I need to attack someone to declare war on them. They only have one town and one castle, so it's the best option to destroy them. My army is so huge that they have no chances against us, and we also need battles like this because I don't always have to work only as a leader. I can fight like a soldier, and you know how satisfying this battle system is. For me, I don't know any other game with battles of this scale and the possibility to fight side by side with your soldiers. It's the best mix of strategy and RPG I ever seen. The enemies fall back to the Lord's Hall, but I really don't understand what that could give them. Do they really think they have any chance against my army? So funny, right? Now it's time to assign this town to one of my lords. As I said, I don't need more towns. Towns and castles generate costs during recruitment, and I think my army is already huge enough. I don't need to hide more of them inside some castle or town. This castle is the last battlefield of the Old Battania kingdom. Inside, the ruler himself is hiding. This is the final moment of this reign because they no longer hold any property. I recruit many Battania lords to my side, and now I am ready to become the only true Battania ruler. During the siege we destroyed the walls, so breaking into the castle was much easier. With this army I believe it will be simple to dominate the rest of Calradia. I also climbed the sword of the old ruler, and that was such a satisfying victory. The High Kingdom of Battania is no more. Only now I can building better relationship with clans coming from Old Battania. I will give them some gold for their new journey. Thank you for watching. I'm really happy that this channel has already passed 100 subscriptions. I truly enjoy this and I'm very motivated to create more content. Soon I'm planning to prepare a video about some challenges. Of course, if you would like to see some specific challenge, just leave a comment. Thank you for your time and goodbye.